66 million years ago, Earth is thriving. Dinosaurs dominate every corner of the planet, from the lush, verdant forests to the vast, arid deserts. These ancient giants rule the land, their reign seemingly eternal. However, high above Earth's atmosphere, something unimaginable is unfolding. A space rock over 6 miles wide, larger than Mount Everest, hurtles through the vastness of space. Traveling at an astonishing 12 miles per second, this asteroid is on a collision course with Earth. Its destination? The Gulf of Mexico. This asteroid, known as the Chicxulub impactor, is no ordinary space rock. It carries the explosive force of over 10 billion atomic bombs. Within mere moments, it will strike Earth, ushering in an era of destruction, chaos, and the ultimate extinction of the dinosaurs. It is an ordinary early morning near what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Dinosaurs, oblivious to the catastrophic event about to unfold, continue with their daily routines. Grazing in the fields, hunting in the forests, and roaming the land, these ancient creatures are unaware that the sky is about to fall. And then, the unimaginable happens. The asteroid crashes into Earth with an explosion so powerful, it vaporizes everything within a 600-mile radius. The force of the impact is beyond comprehension, and in an instant, a massive crater, more than 90 miles wide and 12 miles deep, is carved into the Earth's surface. The heat from the explosion is unbearable. Wildfires ignite across vast stretches of land, raging for thousands of miles. The blast sends molten rock and debris soaring into the atmosphere, while giant tsunamis, reaching heights of over 300 feet, surge across the oceans, wiping out coastal ecosystems with brutal force. But the true devastation has only just begun. The impact sends shock waves rippling through the Earth, flattening everything in its path. These shock waves travel at supersonic speeds, obliterating entire landscapes within minutes. Even creatures far from the impact zone, such as the mighty T-Rex and the iconic Triceratops, are caught in the devastation, struggling to survive in a world suddenly turned hostile. But the worst is yet to come. As debris from the impact rains back down to Earth, the atmosphere is transformed into a deadly furnace. Temperatures soar to over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, instantly incinerating anything in the impact zone. For those dinosaurs lucky enough to have survived the initial blast, a hellish inferno now awaits. The planet is engulfed in a raging storm of fire, ash, and smoke. Even dinosaurs miles away from the epicenter, creatures like the formidable T-Rex and the horned Triceratops, are fighting to stay alive. With no shelter and little hope, the Earth's once vibrant ecosystems begin to collapse under the heat and devastation. And then as the fires begin to subside, a new terror descends: darkness. The Earth enters a deadly phase known as the impact winter. In the aftermath of the asteroid strike, billions of tons of dust and sulfur are blasted into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun's light for months, perhaps even years. Without sunlight, photosynthesis ceases, and plants begin to die. With no plant life to sustain them, herbivores like the Hadrosaurus, once abundant and thriving, are left with nothing to eat. As the food chain unravels, carnivores like the velociraptors and tyrannosaurs turn on each other in a desperate fight for survival. But the extinction event isn't just limited to the terrestrial world. Around the globe, volcanic eruptions and earthquakes are triggered by the asteroid's impact. These eruptions release toxic gases, including sulfur dioxide, into the atmosphere, further poisoning the air and blocking out what little sunlight remains. Acid rain begins to fall from the sky, adding yet another layer of destruction to an already decimated world. The cooling of the planet is swift and catastrophic. What was once a temperate paradise with lush forests and warm seas transforms into a frozen wasteland. Dinosaurs, unable to adapt quickly enough to the drastic changes, begin to perish at an alarming rate. Meanwhile, life in the oceans also faces extinction. Ancient marine reptiles like the massive mosasaurs vanish, as do the graceful flying pterosaurs and the giant herbivores that once roamed the land. Entire ecosystems collapse in the wake of the asteroid's impact, leaving only death and decay in their wake. But in the midst of this apocalyptic chaos, not all hope is lost. Some small creatures, like mammals and early birds, manage to survive by seeking shelter underground or scavenging in the aftermath of the destruction. These survivors, though small and unassuming, will eventually rise to dominate the Earth. The extinction of the dinosaurs marks the end of an era, but it also paves the way for the rise of mammals and the eventual emergence of humans. From the ashes of the dinosaurs' reign, a new chapter in Earth's history begins. Today we can still see the scars left by this catastrophic event. The Chicxulub crater in Mexico serves as a haunting reminder of the asteroid's devastating power. Fossilized remains of dinosaurs, preserved in the layers of rock and sediment, offer us a glimpse into the final days of these magnificent creatures. Scientists continue to study the aftermath of this mass extinction, seeking to understand how the Earth's ecosystems rebounded and how life was able to rise again. The evidence left behind tells a story of one of the most cataclysmic events in Earth's history and how it reshaped the course of evolution forever. The last moments of the dinosaurs were tragic, fiery, and apocalyptic, but from their extinction emerged a new beginning. The impact of the asteroid reminds us of how fragile life on Earth can be and how a single event, one moment in time, can alter the course of history forever. As we reflect on this cataclysmic event, we are reminded of the forces of nature that shaped our world and continue to shape it today. It is a stark reminder that life, no matter how dominant, can be fleeting. The dinosaurs, once the rulers of Earth, are gone, but their legacy lives on in the bones they left behind. If you found this journey into Earth's darkest day fascinating, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to join us for more deep dives into the mysteries of our planet's history. What other prehistoric events would you like to explore? Drop your suggestions in the comments below.